Alright, so let's get this video going today, man. I'm on my way to Stillwater Fury dealership in Stillwater, Minnesota. And what I'm getting done today is a tire rotation. I'm getting my tread on my back tires is getting a little low. It's supposed to be about 5,000 miles. You know, you get about 10,000 miles on all these tires, on all 4 tires. So at 5,000 miles, since this is a car that doesn't have staggered wheels or anything, you can put the rear to the front and the front to the rear. So I'm getting my tires switched. I'm getting my back tires put in the front and my front tires put on the back. That's what you're supposed to do at 5,000 miles, because obviously that's my radar, so don't say nothing. At 5,000 miles, the tire on my tread is in the back of my tire. It's not damn near all the way gone, but it's to the point where you should definitely be thinking about swapping them to the front and the front to the back. So that's what I'm on my way to do right now. Now, with that being said, that's one of the things I love most about this fucking car, is the fact that in this price range, $70,000 and above, and 700 horsepower and above, this is the only fucking car, the only one that can get their tires rotated from front to back and back to front. That's the dope thing about this car. People don't understand how much money you save when you get to put your back to the front and your front to the back when it comes to these tires. Because let's say if I drove a Lamborghini, right? Let's say I have a big ass 355 tire in the back, right? And my front tire is a 275. We're just saying hypothetically. When this tire, after 5,000 miles, I would have to pay to get that back tire replaced with some new tires. And then when the front tires go away, then I gotta pay to get the front tires put away. And then people know, anybody who's ever bought tires, they know that it's more cheaper to buy 4 tires than it is to buy 2 tires or 1 tire. So with that being said, that's one of the things I love most about this Hellcat. You know what I mean? Is the fact that I can put my front to the back and my back to the front when it comes to these tires, and I don't have to come off a token every single time I got to get new tires. I get 10,000 miles out of these tires with the tires that come factory on this car. Now, this isn't a full maintenance video where I'm getting my oil changed and I don't got to get all that shit done to about 10,000 miles. Let me check my oil life right now. I don't have to get my oil changed or nothing right now. This isn't a full service maintenance video, but I'm at 19% oil life right now. So probably got about maybe another 1,000 or 2 miles, and I'll make a video about that when I got to get my oil changed, how much that costs, is it free, is it not, does the lease cover it, and all that good shit. I'm gonna be talking about all those things. Performance wise, staggered wheels probably would be the best, with big tires in the back, the more traction you get and all that good shit. Now, if you're not hitting the drag strip or you're not hitting the track, then drag radios are kind of fucking pointless. So you kind of got to think about what's most important to you. Do you hit the track? Do you not hit the track? Do you hit the drag strip? Do you do any of that shit? No. So if you don't, then get a good ass tire that comes with the car, but obviously better than the one that came with it. Even though they're fucking good tires, I've used them and I've drove them in the rain and the snow and everything, and these tires are just fucking fine. But let's say if you think they're not, then get the same tire with a little bit better performance to it, but you can still get a whole lot of miles out of it. Because what people don't know is when you get like those Nitto tires and those all the Mickeys and all that shit, the drag radial tires, if you're driving your car every fucking day like I do with my Hellcat, you're only gonna get about 5,000 miles max out of them bitches, I'm thinking. So with mine, I'm getting 10,000 miles easy. I could probably squeeze out 15,000 miles easily, all depending on how you're driving your car. So my thing is, I'm not gonna get drag radios because it makes no fucking sense, because I've never hit the drag strip or the fucking track. I don't ever see that really changing. I'm not really a track dude or a drag strip kind of guy, but I do see the appeal in going fast as fuck down one straight line, or going really fast around a turn and all that good shit. But like I said, I don't have a bag of money, so I'm not trying to be replacing tires every fucking weekend. You know what I mean? This is cool for what I need it for, and it hooks up pretty good, but like I said, for what I need it for. This car, with the tires that I have on it right now, hooks up pretty well. And I say this all the time to people who don't know about Hellcats or who don't have a Hellcat, and they ask me about the tires and all that shit. These tires that come on this car, stock, work out pretty well for me. Now, if you're trying to hit a drag strip or a track, like I said, obviously these ain't gonna be the motherfucking best ideal tires for you. But for the regular person, these tires are more than enough. I don't give a fuck what nobody has to say, because I've driven these bitches in the snow, in the rain, on a good, nice sunny day, and they're all just fine. It's not a big deal at all. Some people even say you would get drag radios or any of them, all of them kind of sticky tires, because, you know, it helps you hug a corner pretty fucking good. My thing is, I'm not hugging no fucking corner pretty good. If I want to hug a corner and go fast around a corner, I'll do that in my motorcycle. But I have went around corners on the freeway or on them little on-ramps. I went around those doing 60, 70 easily, and I'm not even pushing the car to its limits at all. So these tires are just fucking fine. But I do think it would make a dope video for obviously the YouTube and everything, but it wouldn't be true to what I'm doing and what I'm bringing in my life every single day. It's not the right decision for what I need it for, you know what I mean? So I can't just do something off the strength of YouTube. It's got to make sense to me, obviously. So if I'm driving my car every day and I put some drag radios on it, yeah, that'd be cool and fun and shit for all the YouTube shit. But at the same time, that's not what I need my Hellcat for. I need my Hellcat to be an everyday driver, and drag radios on an everyday driver you can do, but it's going to be an expensive ass ticket, and it's going to end up costing me more money in the long run. Tires that come stock with this car are about $200 some per tire. So the thing is, you got to do the math. Let's say, hypothetically, if each tire was $250, that's $1,000 for 4 tires. Now the thing is, if you haven't drove a 707 horsepower car or any car with hella horsepower, then you know that even on a regular tire with that much horsepower, the tread is literally going to drip up off them motherfuckers. So you can only imagine how it is with a drag radio that has very little to minimal tread. You see what I'm saying? That are made to just be super sticky and just to get you as much launch as you possibly can from a stop. Now the thing is, that can be great, like I said, for all depending on what you need it for, but me, I don't need it for that because I'm not doing that. But nonetheless, if a tire, like the ones that come stock on a car, are $250 per tire, hypothetically, which is somewhere around there to be exact too though. It's about $200 some a tire. I just don't know how much exactly, so I'm gonna say hypothetically. So let's say you want to get a good ass drag radio, and obviously if you get a drag radio, you're not gonna keep the 275 tires on here. You're probably gonna go like 305, 315s, something like that on the back, and then you're gonna keep the factory ones in the front. Maybe go a little bit bigger on the front. Who knows? But nonetheless, the back ones at that size, 305s, 315s, are gonna cost a lot more. So let's say now you go up to $350 per tire. So you got $350 for the back too. So you got $700 total for the back too. Then you got to upgrade the front because you don't want to keep them just factory. You might want to put some drag radios on the front, but not necessarily as big as the ones that are on the back, obviously. So then let's say that's another. Let's just say that's $250. So now you're looking about $700, and then you got $500 in the front. So all together you're looking about $1,200 instead of $1,000. Now the thing is, the $1,000 that you spend for your factory ones are going to give you 10,000 miles. But then the ones that cost $1,200, which don't sound like much, it's only $200 difference for a way better hookup job when you're pushing on your car. But then now you only get those for, let's say, 3,000 or 4,000 miles, 5,000 max, all depending on your driving. Let's just say 3 or 4, because if you got a Hellcat, you're gonna be pushing, or any kind of car with horsepower, you're gonna be smashing out definitely the way you're supposed to when you got them kind of sticky bitches on the back. So now, if you're only getting 3,000 or 4,000 miles out of $1,200 tires, how often are you going to switch? So let's do the math on how often you're going to switch. Right now, I have 5,000 miles on my car and some change, to be exact, right? On my Hellcat. So the thing is, if that's, I got my car in January, it's now May 1st. So that's about 5 months. And I have my Honda, and I've drove my Honda a few times, you know what I mean? And I drove my girl's Jeep a few times. But for the most part, I've drove my Hellcat all the damn time. Any time that I can, I'm always trying to. The only time I don't drive my Hellcat is the time where I feel like I can't trust my car in certain situations or certain spots, or it don't have a big parking lot. And you know, you gotta think about them things when you got a Hellcat, because you don't want to get your shit fucked up, because it's your car and it's your dream car, you love it. So there's certain times when I don't take my Hellcat as much as I would like to every single day. But for the most part, I take it all the fucking time. So with that being said, I have 5,000 miles in 5 months. So if you got 3,000 or 4,000 miles on a set of tires, that means I would have had to change my tires maybe a couple months ago, right? So now I would only got 2-3 months out of my tires instead of 5 months. Now if I keep my tires on the one I have right now, and I do that every single time, that means there's 12 months in a year, obviously. So if I'm doing 5 months, every 5 months I'm changing my tires or rotating them, that means in 10 months, in pretty much 1 year, I'll be able to keep the same set of tires on my car for 1 year pretty much, all depending on how I drive. But if I had a set of drag radios, I would have to switch my tires. I would have to pay that $1,200 or so every fucking time I get to 3,000 or 4,000 miles. So now that goes 3, 6, 9, 12. I had to change my tires 4 times in 1 year instead of only having to change my tires 1 time in 1 year. Makes more sense to me if you don't hit the track or the drag strip to just keep your factory fucking tires on there, unless you want to upgrade to a little bit more performance, but they're kind of factory, but still a little bit more performance, maybe a little bit more sticky, but still can last you about 10,000 miles for each set of tires, all depending on your driving. Now, I know there's going to be some fucking idiots out there who are going to say, well, then you got to worry about the tire costs and all that shit, then that means you can't fucking afford it. Listen, bitch, you don't even have a Hellcat. I have a Hellcat, and I'm telling you that if you don't go to the drag strip or you don't go to the track, then you should do what the fuck I'm doing right now. Get them rotated, keep the factory tires on there when you got to buy some new ones that one time a year, instead of buying 4 different fucking pairs of tires in 1 fucking year, all depending on your driving. Now, I'm not saying that's everybody who has drag radios, but what I am saying is that people who are buying drag radios, their tread is not lasting very long if you are driving your Hellcat every fucking day like I am. And I'm not getting drag radios on the car just because I might want to drive it a few months out of the fucking year. I'm gonna keep my tires that's on here because I'm gonna drive the wheels off this bitch. Now for the people out there who do have drag radios and your Hellcat isn't your daily driver every single fucking day, then your drag radios are gonna last way fucking longer than the drag radios I would get because I would be driving my Hellcat every fucking day, obviously. So if this isn't you, if you're not gonna drive your Hellcat every day, then this does not apply to you and your fucking drag radios. But if you do drive your Hellcat every day and you do have drag radios, then you know what the fuck I'm talking about because that trend's gonna fly the fuck off there. So if you do drive your Hellcat or a high horsepower car every day, then and you don't hit the track and you don't hit the drag strip, then like I said, and I reiterate again and again and again, keep the fucking season tires that are on there, the all-season factory tires that are on there, or get you some good performance tires that are stock that'll still give you about 10,000 miles, but aren't gonna be the best for obviously for a track or a drag strip. But that's all I got for y'all, man, as far as talking about these tires and the staggered wheels and all that other good shit and drag radios. So I will see y'all at the dealership and we'll talk about all that once we get there. And bam, see you there. We at the service department at Stillwater Fury in Stillwater, Minnesota, where I bought my Hellcat from. You see they got the Hellcat up on the lift. About to get that rotation done, 5,000 miles. I'm flying through that tread on the back tires, as you can see. I mean, it's not that bad. Oh, you already rotated them? Oh, okay, cool. They rotated. I thought I was about to come in and have to watch the whole process, but they done now. See, this was the back tire right here. Look at the, ain't no fingers getting up in there. It was time to go. Had to put them in the front and then throw the fronts in the backs. Now I got some good tread back there again. Look at that. Yeah, needed that. Good to go. And it's getting lowered. Bam. Look at that bitch. Don't she look pretty? Look at that bitch there. Now, the camera never does my car justice like how it's supposed to be done. But look at this motherfucker though. I mean, you get a little bit of that look to it, but when it's outside and you see this car in person, it looks so much fucking better. I'm telling you, night and day. Cool. Thanks, my man. Appreciate it.
Nice car, man.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
Check out the YouTube.
Oh, hell
What's your
yeah.
name? Austin?
Yeah, Austin.
Austin, man. You got my car together. Thank you, Austin. Appreciate that, my man. Have a good one. Hop in. Just like that. Let's get up out of here. All right. Now we back in the Hellcat. I'm on the freeway. On my way headed home. Gotta head to work and get this money. I do want to tell you that it is a hella noticeable difference after I rotated my tires. I didn't think it would be that huge of a difference because obviously, like, I've still been driving in the rain and all that good shit, but I can really feel the difference after 5,000 miles and then rotate my tires. So if you have 5,000 miles and you got a Hellcat and you think it won't be no different, there's definitely a huge fucking difference. So rotate your tires and you'll see the difference. Because it doesn't really sound like a big deal, but in all honesty, let's say if I had staggered wheels on this car and I had big tires in the back, smaller front tires in the front, obviously, it would really fucking suck right now at 5,000 miles to have to get a whole new pair of tires instead of being able to just put the front to the back at no charge. Now this is another dope thing about the leasing too. My lease covers that, so a free tire rotation. I just got my tires from the back put on the front and my front tires put on the back for free. So that's another pro about the leasing if y'all didn't know, because my Hellcat is leased obviously. But nonetheless, it's free and I don't have to pay for no new tires. I got 5,000 more miles that I can get off these back tires before I got to replace all 4 tires. So I got 10,000 miles total like I mentioned earlier in the video. So that's always a plus. Now, like I mentioned before earlier in the video, I leased my Hellcat, so my tire rotation is free. But for the most people out there, you probably pay anywhere between $50 to $100. Ain't no telling. I really don't fucking know, so don't get me to lying. But that's one dope thing about the lease, like I mentioned before, is that I get to get all this shit done for free because I leased my Hellcat. And all depending on how you set up your lease with certain dealerships, they cover that shit. So if you want my kind of lease where that kind of shit is covered and you're dealing with good people, you ain't gotta worry about nobody fucking you over or trying to get you to pay for things that you thought were in your contract when you signed the papers, then go up to Stillwater Fury Motors and holler at my guy Dale, Bino, Jim, Chad, Gary. I mean, the list goes on and on. Nat, Nate, Chad, the list goes on and on and on. Everybody up there are really good people, and I vouch for all of them. Even my guy Kevin, all of them are good people. So go up there and fuck with them, and they're gonna get you right, and they're gonna put you in the right car for you. But just like that, that's all I got for y'all today, man. I hope y'all like this video and all that good shit. If you like this video, thumb it the fuck up. If you don't like this video, then fuck you, and I don't care what the fuck you talk about anyway, so who cares? But if you got any questions for me, comment that shit below. That's all I got for y'all today. So just like that, I'm out of here.